first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Second down, 8. They go with Howard again. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Now he's forced out left and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
On second down, Trubisky. Complete to right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You know, partners, we do this game. I just want to say that I'm thankful that you survived looking directly into that eclipse. It's Monday.
You caught me, huh?
You were a bold man.
You caught me, didn't you?
No glasses, no welding mask.
No sense whatsoever.
No,
That's for sure.
Did not care.
Yeah, I'm going to be squinting a little bit for a while now. But how cool was that, though, that we're around for one of these total eclipses? I mean, it's unbelievable. I was in Nashville last weekend, and that's one of the prime spots to watch it. They're expecting over 500,000 people in.
Crazy.
And someone told me Casper, Wyoming was absolutely the perfect spot that you actually got the totality of the eclipse, that everything went totally dark during that time.
I'll tell you, though, I get an eclipse every night when the sun goes down, so I was fine being in the studio with you.
And no glasses needed.
None. Ryan, flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. So the Bears taking the field again on offense, and you know what we love, preseason hype, and Mitch Trubisky gave us that when he started well in the preseason, and now a lot of rumors. Could it be him over Mike Glennon? We'll see.
But when you get drafted number 2, yes, the rumors are going to start immediately, despite Mike Glennon getting signed in the offseason to be their number 1 quarterback. But Mitchell Trubisky has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, and the Bears are coming off of a 3-13 season. He could very well become that guy.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Kendall Wright taking it in. And the Bears are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a 360.
Oh,
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This is Howard on second down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Trubisky. Got a man, it's right. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play, now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 20. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Watch him now, Barney.
So we've hit intermission. It's half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up in it, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 69 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Blue landing.
On second down, Langford. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here, Tevin Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, 88 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many.
Casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go with Howard to begin the drive. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the deep...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jay Howard in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Room here to run. Freeman with a fast feet. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.